Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 2015 GMC Sierra 1500 SLE all-terrain. This Sierra crew cab is painted in onyx black. It does have chrome door handles. On the remote fob, you've got the buttons for lock, unlock, remote, start, and panic. Front door panels have storage areas with bottle holders. It does have power windows, locks, and mirrors. All the controls are right here. And also has power folding mirrors. This SLE all-terrain has a jet black interior. The seats are trimmed in cloth, and I believe that's either leather or leatherette. Both front seats are fully powered with two-way power lumbar support. But now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine of this truck, which is the 5.3-liter Ecotec 3 V8. This 2015 Sierra we have here is part of the GMT K2XX generation of the Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra duo of full-size pickup trucks from General Motors. Overall, these half-ton, three-quarter-ton, and one-ton trucks were made for this generation from model years 2014 through 2019. They replaced the 07 to 2014 GMT 900 generation trucks, and themselves were replaced by the 2019 GMT T1XX platform trucks. So 2014 is when this new generation of Silverado and Sierra debuted, with the half-ton 1500 models going on sale first. The next year for 2015, the Silverado and Sierra HD would make their debut for this generation as well, as 2014 HDs were carryover previous gen trucks. The new trucks rode on the then-new GMT K2XX platform, which also ended up underpinning the 2015 to 2020 GM full-size SUV lineup as well. The 14 Silverado and Sierra saved weight compared to outgoing models thanks to the usage of more aluminum components. The GMT K2XX Gen half-ton trucks also received a re-engineered Ecotec 3 lineup of gasoline engines. For 2016, the Silverado and Sierra 1500 got a mid-cycle facelift, which updated the front fascia, added a few new tech features, and made an 8-speed transmission available with the 5.3 engine. Trim levels for the US market 2015 model year Sierra 1500 included the base model, simply called Sierra, followed by SLE, SLT, and the range-topping Denali. The all-terrain package, seen here, was offered on SLE and SLT trims, and it added a few unique cosmetic touches throughout the truck, and it also added a Z71 off-road suspension with Rancho monotube shocks and underbody shields. 3 different Ecotec 3 engines were offered for the 1500, those being a 4.3-liter V6 with 285 horsepower, a 5.3-liter V8 with 355 horsepower, and a 6.2-liter V8 with 420 horses. The 5.3 V8 which this truck has came paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Drivetrain options were the usual rear-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. So in the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges: your tachometer, speedometer, oil pressure gauge, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, and voltage gauge. I like the little unique all-terrain logo right there with kind of that faux carbon fiber-esque trim right here. And on the interior, I like how it makes the truck stand out. In the instrument cluster itself, there's a digital info display, which can be gone through via these buttons on the steering wheel. So we have info right here with your digital speedometer, trip computers, range, oil life, tire pressure, all sorts of vehicle info. Then your off-road status with your pitch and roll, transfer case data, that kind of thing. Audio information, phone info, nav, and then various settings. On top of the steering column is the hazard switch. It has a 4-spoke design, leather-wrapped, and multifunctional steering wheel. As for controls, first on the front of the spokes, you have your cruise control on this side. Then on this side, you have your information display controls, along with the buttons for your Bluetooth phone and voice command controls. And on the back of the spokes, you'll find your seat track and volume for your audio. It does have a telescoping and tilting steering wheel. The parking brake is foot operated. Your headlight switch, panel dim, climate vent for the driver. Right here you have your 4-wheel drive control dial, so you have 2 high, auto, 4 high, and 4 low. And right up here is your trailer brake controller. On this side you'll find your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. And on this side is your column-mounted gear shifter. Entering reverse does reveal a backup camera with guidance lines. Tow haul mode. Going down the center of the interior, you have your touchscreen interface for your IntelliLink infotainment system. We'll go over the system more in a bit. Your central climate vents. Your physical radio and infotainment system controls. Your volume power knob, tuning knob, seat track, eject for the CD player, and you have some shortcuts for the infotainment system. And you also have below here the controls for your dual zone automatic climate controls. You have temperature for either side, auto and sync, fan speed, power, air conditioning, recirculation, front and rear defrost, different zones. And then on either side you have the controls for your 3-stage heated front seats. You have power adjustable pedals, your traction control, cargo lamps, you can toggle your parking sensors, and your hill descent control. Storage along the sides here. You have a household style power outlet, 2 12-volt power outlets, along with 3 USB-A ports. A large storage area. You also have 2 cup holders, and this piece is removable. Center console reveals a massive storage area, and in it is another 12-volt power outlet, 2 more USB-A ports, an aux port, and an SD card slot. You have upper and lower glove boxes. The upper one is lockable. Grab handle on the passenger side A-pillar, and grab handles at all 4 corners overhead. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Auto-dimming rear view with OnStar. And on the overhead console, you have your overhead lighting, passenger airbag indicator, garage home link, power rear window control. You have a sunglass holder right here as well. And here is that IntelliLink infotainment system in this truck. It's a pretty simple system. Go to audio, that was the main menu we were just on. You have AM, FM, and Sirius XM plus the CD player still. Radio categories, menu, that kind of thing. Phone for pairing a phone via Bluetooth. You also have some shortcuts along the top for nav, phone, and radio. OnStar Nav, it's not showing, I don't know if this just doesn't have a navigation map, It may not, I can't confirm entirely, someone else might know, but it brings up a compass. You have all sorts of settings. And texting. And then that just takes you back to the home screen right here. So not too much going on in this system. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay. The driver's window is fully automatic and the rest are automatic down. This all-terrain has the available 20-inch machine-finished 6-split-spoke two-tone alloy rims. Love these 20-inch rims on this Sierra all-terrain. This Sierra half-ton is powered by GM's Ecotec 3 5.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine. It's an all-aluminum pushrod power plant with 2 valves per cylinder, variable valve timing, direct injection, and active fuel management. Horsepower is rated at 355 at 5,600 RPM, while torque is rated at 383 pound-feet at 4,100 RPM. The transmission in this truck is a 6-speed automatic with manual shiftability, and the all-terrain package does have 4-wheel drive. Running on regular unleaded with a 26-gallon fuel tank, EPA estimates are around 16 mpg in the city and 22 mpg on the highway for a Sierra like this one. It has an independent front suspension and a solid axle leaf spring rear setup. All-terrain models also get monotube shocks. Stopping the truck are 4-wheel disc brakes. I believe a Sierra of this specification can tow up to 10,900 pounds, at least when equipped with the max trailering package. The fuel door is on the driver's side. You have storage on the back door panels as well. You can fold up the rear seat bases. Both front seats do have mat pockets on the backs. Grab handles on the B-pillars. Rear passengers do get a couple of storage areas, along with a 12-volt power outlet, and a folding center armrest with 2 cup holders. And as for space back here, I'm about 6'1" with the driver's seat in a pretty comfortable position for myself. There's really not much to say other than it's a very roomy back seat. What you'd expect from a modern crew cab pickup truck. Great headroom, good legroom, good footroom. Has a single exhaust, tonneau cover, as you can see. This 1500 crew cab is a short bed model with a 5-foot 8-inch bed that provides 53.4 cubic feet of space. Nice spray-in bed liner in this one. But anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2015 GMC Sierra 1500. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.